if we're in a situation where we're in the woods, we're in the wilderness somewhere, we cannot trust our instincts to get us out of that area. We cannot trust our cell phone with a GPS on there, because cell phones can die. You may not be able to recharge it. You won't have electricity in most areas. And I'm sorry, there's a bee bothering me. So anyway, maybe he's gone. I'm very happy you could join me today. Today I'm going to show you the basics of a compass. This video suggestion came from James Adams, and I thank him for that suggestion. I've realized that I won't be able to trust my GPS on the cell phone because the cell phone may die. You may not have electricity to juice it back up, or you may be completely out of range. I've been in a national forest before to where we did not have cell phone service when you got to a certain area, and we actually have to drive to that area that where we could pick it up. But if you're walking in the woods, you're in a bug out situation, you need to find some way of getting out that's safe, and we can't trust our instincts. I've gotten lost in a big mall store trying to figure out which door did I come in. I didn't pay attention to some of the landmarks inside the building. In a forest, you may think you recognize some of the landmarks, and maybe you will, but maybe you won't. We might be hiking up a trail and you can't really call out, you can't really use your cell phone. The only thing we can trust is a compass. That will help us get us to safety. Now, I know a lot of the hiking trails in some of these forests or the wilderness areas, they have an actual trail, but if you wander off of that trail, unless you have a compass to get you back out, you might be stuck. And there's plenty of people that have to be rescued or they die. If they walk off the trail, they may not be that far from the trail, but they don't know how to get to it, and they're afraid to leave where they've set up camp. Okay, to help you understand the parts of a compass, I'm going to draw a circle. Well, it's not going to be a complete circle. It'll be a complete circle, it just won't be smooth. And I'm going to mark the directions. This is north, this is south, this is east, this is west. And I'm just going to make a crosshair, basically. That shows us our direction. Now, if we split this in half, it's going to be northeast. Split this in half, and it's going to be southeast. This one's going to be southwest, and between the north and the west is going to be northwest. So you can actually split that again, and that will give you a little bit better direction. And you can go on down to where you have the north, east, north, and you can get it divided into a little bitty pieces of pie. Understanding the parts of a compass is very important. The green is the base plate. The arrow, the black arrow at the very top, let me get a pointer. At the very top, that is your directional arrow, and that you always want that away from you. You're going to walk that direction. This is the bezel. It holds the degrees. Your north is going to always be 360 degrees. Your south is going to be 180. This little arrow below the red, that is the doghouse. When you line up the red with the arrow exactly, when you line the pointer up, that's your declination point. The little white lines that have a little white tip to them, that's your declination marks. I won't get into the declination today. You have the meridian lines, the parallel lines on the inside of the faceplate. This clear is the faceplate because I've got it on white paper so you can see it's. I wanted it to show up better. This is how the bezel twists and turn now that I've got my camera on the tripod. You want to hold your compass straight, and you want to hold it between your waist and your face, but you want it to be perfectly level. I said straight, but I meant level. That way, as you're walking along, your bearings are going to be correct. This is a compass that I've had for a while. I've actually had it in my bug out bag, and that I decided to buy a map compass because I was told that was better. This one has a bubble at the top, and so something I read said that you really didn't want a compass with a bubble. It's not as accurate. This little tip, white clear tip up there, that is your direction. And so it's off a little bit more. But your map compass is better. And this one right here might lead you too far out of the way. But it still might get you to a road, especially if you had a map. And I wanted to show you what happens. I wear a smartwatch. And so I'm going to hold this up. When you get any compass near metal or a magnet, and this watch must have a magnet in it, it just drives it crazy. And it definitely will not be off on the track. You also don't want metal under there either. That can change it. It can make it waver. And so if you really want to do it properly and get out maybe the way that you came in, hopefully, you really want to use the map compass. It's a better one. There's one even better than that. You have some more expensive compasses, and I was reading somewhere where you could get those $40 and up, but they have a mirror up here with a sight guide so that you can actually sight an item, a landmark, a tree or building or a mountain, and that compass has the mirror in it where you could signal, but the sighting hole, that would be, I think, more accurate than even this one right here. So I'm going to look into getting a better type compass, and I definitely may try the $40 ones. The more we use the compass, learn about it as much as we can, the more comfortable we're going to be when we go out into the wooded areas or a bug out situation. I want to learn everything that I can about the compass, even the declination lines, just in case. We don't know what's going to happen, as I've said before. So everything we can learn that gives us information, that's going to be a win-win for all of us. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope I have made it a little more clear. If you've never really used a compass, don't be afraid of it, but definitely try a map compass. If you do like videos like this, I do hope that you will share with your friends and family and social media, and I hope that you will comment below so that I know that you do like this type of material. If you have a suggestion, please leave it in the comments below. And I hope you come back to watch another video. I do post videos every Tuesday and Thursday.